What's up, everybody? It's your boy Scripted Legend bringing you another YouTube video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you know when I upload. Let's get straight into the video. Bonk is down, or continuing to be down, and it's actually breaking even for its 24-hour period, but it did hit a low in the last 24 hours of 401487. Now, with that being the case, or when that occurred, we did see a massive uptick as far as volume is concerned. We saw a 15 to 20% increase in volume, and that volume came in the form of buys. And that same volume was carried over from 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time all the way up until 11 or 12 or midnight of last night of February 19th of 2025. And that can be shown and indicated through the volume. We look at the last 4 hours and we see that not only has the volume been high, or not the inflow has been positive, but it's been positive in the form of large buys. We have a whole lot of tokens purchased in the form of large buys, more so than large amounts of tokens being sold. And that has been the case for all transactions, not just large, but medium and small. So with that being the case, we can obviously tell there is a heightened interest in Bonk and purchasing Bonk because of the low prices. And people are trying to take advantage of those prices as well. This does come at with sad news though, because we can see over on SoulScan that the holder count has decreased. We see the holder count has gone from, well, it only dropped one, but it went from 888,101 to literally 880,100. So crazy, crazy, crazy how the holder count dropped by one. But what we can take away from that is those who are holding are increasing their bags a lot, not just a little bit, a lot, because they are purchasing in the form of large buys and medium buys, and some people are getting some small incremental set buys as well. But greatly so, it is large buys that are taking the cake by quite a bit. They account for 27% of the volume, or of the inflow that we're seeing for Bonk. And this is all being done while burns are still taking place, and there's still activity going on by the Bonk community. We have an $8,800 burn for the last 24 hours, and we're going to get into the burn in just a second. But please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you know when I upload. Over 87% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. Please be sure to subscribe, and please be sure to leave a like. That is how I get more into the algorithm, and that is how you guys can help me, as I am giving you the information that you obviously want and obviously like. So we'll come back to the burn, because I want to talk about something that the Bonk community, or the Bonk page, posted, and they highlighted Monad. Monad is going to mainnet and is launching, or is going to testnet and is going live today, not tomorrow as this tweet says, but today. And they are starting a new EVM era with 0.5 second block times and 57 validators that are going to grow to hundreds by mainnet, and also a gas limit of 300 million gas per second, aiming for 1 billion gas per second with the mainnet launch. Now, this has been retweeted by Bonk, and they want us to participate in this because Monad will probably more than likely be joining the integration in Bonk ecosystem. And if it joins the Bonk ecosystem, Bonk can see some revenue or see some positive effects from Monad in the form of buys. Now we are not buys, but burns. Now we get back to the burns, because we've seen a lot of burns as of recent for Bonk. Not only do we have the burn that occurred right here on February 7th, but Bonk has also experienced burns periodically, it seems like, for the last 3 months. 3 months ago, on November 13th of 2024, Bonk did a burn of $3.6 million worth of Bonk tokens, and that accumulated to 100 billion tokens. The next month, in December 26th of 2024, we have the Christmas or the Xmas event that was transpiring, but it led to a burn of 1.69 trillion tokens, which accounts for $52.3 million. The next month, or now we get to the event that happened very recently, Bonk burnt 2.02 or 2.03 trillion tokens, which equates to $35 million. Now, you might be asking yourself, how is it that $52 million is 1.69 trillion tokens, but 36 million is 2.25 trillion tokens? Like, how does that make sense? Well, it's because the price has fluctuated since then. If we go back and look at where the price was at, that's not going to give it to me. When we look at where the price was at on December 26th, we can see that the prices, especially on November 13th, were pretty high. We can see that they were 3 times where we are now. And on December 26th, we can see that it was kind of close, but still more of that 2 times. It was still 2 times where we are now. And that's why there's the price difference when it comes to the burn of Bonk. Once we piece together the burns from the Bonk bot and the burns from the Bonk DAO team, we get into a number that is pretty good, right? It's a nice burn total. We have 3 trillion tokens that was burnt very recently. 3.8 trillion tokens that was burnt through the Bonk DAO team, and we also have 627 billion tokens that were burnt by the Bonk bot. And ladies and gentlemen, if we see this burn rate continue for the rest of the year, that is right now 4.47 trillion tokens that has been burnt from BonkBot and the 3 burns that we are indicating right now in this video. If that continues, then we can see a burn rate to end this year off of 14, that leads to 17.88 trillion tokens burnt from the total supply. The total supply is currently sitting at 88.86 trillion tokens. You're talking about cutting that down to 80 trillion tokens in some change, like 80.90 something. That's a lot. No, not even 80. My apologies. My bad for the bad math. 70 trillion tokens in total supply. So now let's put it all into perspective, right? You have 79. We now have a circulating supply, or we have a total supply. Let's start off with the total supply. We have a total supply of 70.98 trillion tokens. Because the circulating supply is 87% roughly, is really 86.96%, but we're going to say 87% for the sake of this video. 87% of the total supply. Now you are left with a circulating supply of 61.17 trillion tokens. That is a 20.85% drop or cut from where we are sitting at now with the circulating supply. That also has a 20% increase or positive effect on the Bonk price, if not more, because that growth of market cap accumulates over time. Not to mention there's a possible bull market where there's a very possible bull market that is on the way, because we see that every time Bonk hits one of these lows, especially around this price here, we see a rise in the price, leading a lot of people to believe, including myself, a bull run is around the corner. And I am holding and waiting, and I am not buying a thing at all. I am happy with my bag, and I can't wait to see what Bonk does. If you guys are curious on how to buy Bonk, you can do so by going over to Phantom. Phantom is one of the best trading platforms for Solana based tokens. And also I want to stress this when it comes to the fees. The fees are beautiful and they're amazing, but I want you to make sure that you're taking advantage of the fees that they have to offer. Do not, and I repeat, do not accept a fee that is not mathematically accurate with what you're expecting. The fees on there are 0.085%. If your fee is above that, and the app will tell you what the fee is as well. If your fee is above that, wait for the fee to go down and then purchase, because sometimes there's a lot of volatility which leads to the fees increasing. But if you even wait 2-3 seconds, you'll get the price number that you're looking for, and you'll be able to reap as much benefits as possible from the burns that are to come when it comes to Bonk, and the inflow that's also set to come as well for Bonk. With all that being stated, though, I thank you all for liking this video and subscribing, and I hope you guys have a blessed one and stay safe. It is the Script Legend signing out. Peace.